absolutely fantastic touch to the campsite. That is really made my day. Definitely worth visiting if you're on the campsite. Yeah, I'm quite enjoying it. Nobody else here, nice and quiet. It's always good to leave something untouched, because then there's an excuse to come back. Today we're going to head to the Shepherd's Loft touring campsite in Shropshire. We'll check out this campsite and its facilities, and then we'll go for a lovely walk around the local area and explore Acton Burnell Castle. Thanks for joining the adventure. Let's start living the dream. So first impressions, people, and yeah, it's quite a nice small little site. It is small, there's only 8 pitches in total. It is just this little bit here, and all the pitches are hard standing. They're not overly level, but they're not too bad. They all come with electricity, and yeah, doesn't look too bad, to be fair. I have the whole campsite to myself, so I'm going to be happy with that. I did have trouble booking this actually, and I did tell the lady, and in the end I had to ring up. So maybe that's why I have the whole campsite to myself. So you can book your pitch on the website. Now obviously I couldn't choose my pitch, but when I got here she said I can go on any pitch I want. So I've chose the pitch with the best view, because I've got a bit of a view over there, and there's a couple of donkeys in this field there. So I'm happy. That is by far the best pitch. So yeah, I've parked nose inwards so that I can see there from the roller door. Now there is a road just over here. I don't think the road is too bad. I mean, it's not going to bother me. I'm the furthest pitch from the road. But yeah, there are some tables here. Have a little sit down, have a little meal, what have you. And the facilities are just here. Now it does look like it's just going to be 1 toilet and 1 shower. So I'm not expecting too much, but at the end of the day, it's 8 pitches. So, you know, how much do you really need for 8 pitches? General waste. Toilet waste disposable point there. Hose pipe there. Yeah, I mean, just a toilet, a sink and a shower. I wouldn't say they're overly clean. Not a push button on the shower, and there is no charge. A few little information sheets here. Yeah, I mean, they're not the best facilities. They're not horrendous, you know. Yeah. There's a little bit of dirt around there on the floor and that, but you know, they're not too bad. Probably not cleaned every day, but yeah. Yep, washing up sink out here and a drinking water tap. So I can't see a recycle bin anywhere, which is a little bit annoying. But other than that, I think I'm going to enjoy this campsite, especially if nobody else turns up. I will be living the dream, people, you know I will. Yeah, and there is another added bonus to this campsite. There is a carp pond. Now it's not quite a lake, it's a pond, but I asked the lady how much to fish the pond, because you can fish it. It says on the website you can fish it, but it doesn't give a price. And she said, well, I'm the only one here, she'll let me fish it today for free if I want, which is fantastic. She did say I can go and have a look at the lake if I want, or the pond, and I said yes, I definitely will. Because I love ponds, you know, I love ponds, people. So yeah, we'll go check that out in a minute. Right, well then people, it looks like there is a footpath from the campsite that takes us to an abandoned castle that I want to go visit, and we will be walking past the pond, carp pond. So yeah, let's go check that out. Looking forward to it. Let's start living the dream. Boom. Let's roll. This is a gorgeous little pond. Lovely area here as well. Yeah, too bad the campsite isn't here. This is their land and you can come onto this bit, but yeah, gorgeous area, lovely views from here. Yeah, really nice. They do use this to sheep farm. They were then coming through with a load of sheep, herding the sheep. So obviously that's why they don't use this bit. But yeah, this is a lovely field, lovely area. Yeah, nice pond. Haven't seen any carp floating about, swimming about as yet, but nah, it looks like it'd be a decent place to fish. Really decent. I don't think I got any carp gear, but that was really nice of the lady to say that I could fish it for free, so well happy with that. Yeah. I can see carp surfacing there. Don't know whether you can see them or not, but yep, definitely some carp in here. Decent. Yep, absolutely fantastic touch to the campsite. That is really made my day. There are no benches around here, but there are some big logs that you can sit on. So I assume that's why they've put them here as like a natural bench, because there's a few of them sort of scattered about. So yeah, it's pretty decent. I like it. Living the dream, people, living the dream. Anyway, I suppose I better get out and explore, get to this abandoned castle. There is a footpath just over there and we take that pretty much into the town with the castle. So yeah, great access to the little town and the castle from the campsite. So yeah, brilliant. Loving it, people, loving it. This pond makes all the difference to the campsite. I was quite enjoying it anyway, but now I'm absolutely loving it. Brilliant. Yeah, not a bad little castle ruins to have a walk around. It was built between 1283 and 1294. Yeah, pretty decent. There's no charge. It is English heritage site, but there is no charge, free entry. I think it's on like some school ground or on some university or college ground. Yeah, but yeah, accessible to the public. No, it's quite good, very close to the campsite. Yeah, 10-15 minute walk, so not bad at all. Definitely worth visiting if you're on the campsite. Yeah, I'm quite enjoying it. Nobody else here, nice and quiet. Yeah, brilliant, just as I like it. Living the dream, people, living the dream. Yeah, that's pretty good, people. Anyway, gonna head off now. Gonna head to a place called the Lowry, which is like a big hill that looks pretty good. Gonna climb that and see what the views are like. Kind of got to go back on myself and walk past the campsite again because it's the other way. But yeah, I think there's a path by the looks of it from the campsite, so should be good. We'll check it out anyway. Let's continue living the dream, people. Yeah. Well, my plan, people, was to get to that ridge or that hill there and walk all the way along there. But do you know what? It ain't happening. It ain't happening because it's getting very late. There was no direct pathway to it. I've been following this path for a while, thinking it was going to take me to the foot of it. We passed the foot of it over there quite a way ago, and I could follow this path for another few hours, and it might not even take me there. So yeah, very disappointing. I would love to have walked that ridge, but it has been a great walk. Yeah, and to be honest, I'm now coming to the end of my Shropshire adventure, and it's always good to leave something untouched, because then there's an excuse to come back. So yeah, I got an excuse to come back, to walk that ridge, that hill, whatever it's called, written on the bottom of the screen there. Yeah, a bit disappointed I can't do it today, but I gotta get back. I'm starving. If I was to do that, it would be pitch black by the time I get back. Do you know what I mean? I just can't do it. I gotta get back. And like I said, that path I'm on might not even take us there. I've been following this path for a long time, thinking it was going to take us to it, and it hasn't. So how long can I follow it for? So yep, back I go. But this has been an absolutely amazing walk. I have really enjoyed it, and it's going to be a really enjoyable walk back. So yeah, still living the dream, people. Still living the dream. Yeah. Well, I'm back now, people. Going to cook up tea, and I'm very happy about this because I have 2 sirloin steaks. That's right, 2. Now, obviously, they were reduced, half price. And to be fair, they do look a little bit browner than they should be. So, yeah. And I didn't check whether that is today's date or not. I don't know if it is, actually. I think that's a few more days. That doesn't go out of date for a few days, apparently. Huh. So yeah, anyway, going to fry them up. I'll see what they smell like, and if they do smell a little bit funky, then I might have to do them a bit more to the medium as opposed to the blue medium rare that I like, yeah. But yeah, fry them up with some mushrooms and some broccoli. Looking forward to it. Well, might as well get rid of this little bit of courgette that's been festering away in the van. Yeah, little bit of vinegary smell to it. Nothing too bad. Probably do it medium rare. Get some seasoning on the beasts anyway. Drain out that fester and rotten flavour. Yeah. Right, moment of truth, people. What are these going to be like? Yeah, that's still pretty raw in the middle. Yeah, hopefully it'll be okay. Does taste a little bit funny, to be fair. Nothing too bad. Gonna eat it anyway. There's no way Bongo Ben is wasting steak. Well, I can't sit here and pretend that steak went down really well. It didn't. It tasted very freezer burnt, to be honest. And the fat tasted a little bit rotten. I had it anyway. I did start to get the odd little stomach pain, so we'll see how the night pans out. But anyway, we'll wash it down with a beer, and I've got a Ludlow Blonde. Yep, from the Ludlow Brewing Co. 4%. Yep, let's crack it open and give it a go. Blonde is an award-winning take on the classic American-style IPA. I don't like bloody IPAs. Never mind. We'll see anyway. Hopefully it will be good. So I would like to thank a few subscribers who have bought me a beer recently. Thank you Mark and Lisa Horner, thank you Mr LC Pinney, thank you Lucy, thank you Claire and Graham, and thank you John and Nettie. But I would like to thank all of you for watching the video because you're all helping me out by watching the video, so I appreciate all of you. So yeah, cheers everyone. Alright. Not the best, not the worst. It's alright. Anyway, gonna chill out now with some YouTube for the rest of the evening.
We are finally visiting Norwich.
Norwich.
Stunning medieval architecture, its incredible food scene, and for having a vibrant theater scene. You can already see why so many people have recommended this city to us.
Yeah, Norwich is pretty damn amazing. Also, the birthplace of Bongo Ben.
Just so much to look at.
Yeah.
It's all so beautiful.
I miss Norwich, people.
Since the 1090s, when we checked in,
I love travelling, but you know what? I absolutely love getting back to Norfolk and Norwich. Hell yeah.
While the carriages
Yeah, morning everyone. Well, I don't think I slept amazingly last night. I feel like I woke up quite a bit in the night, but that's just me. Sometimes I sleep like that. I don't think it was anything to do with the campsite. We are in the middle of nowhere. There's not really a lot of noise, so yeah, that's just me, unfortunately. So there is a bus stop just down the road and you can get a bus to Shrewsbury or Cardington. Now, it looks like at the minute there's only one bus a day, so that might not be much use to you, but who knows. And the nearest shop is a small village shop in the village we were in yesterday, which is about 15 minutes walk away. So yeah, good for that. Nearest supermarkets will be either Shrewsbury or Church Stretton, and they're both just over 7 miles away. So yeah, I have enjoyed it here, to be fair. Yeah. So I do quite like this campsite, to be fair. Now, if the campsite was full, maybe I'd have had a different experience. Maybe I'd have felt a little bit crammed in. I don't know, it's hard to say. And funny thing about the campsite is this patch is kind of the least scenic patch of the whole farm. It's a really nice farm down there, and there's a really nice pond to check out, and there's some great walks. So in general, I really like this campsite, and I don't think it's too expensive. £22 for a family of 4 with electric, that's not bad. Hard stand and pitch, you know. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. The only negatives I can say is no recycle bins. And booking online was a bit hard and it wouldn't let me book. It said something about check-ins only. And then when I rung up, the lady's like, yeah, it's fine, you can book. So I booked over the phone. So yeah, that was a bit awkward. And especially considering the campsite's completely empty. Maybe that's why the campsite's empty. Maybe it is because there is a fault with the website. But other than that, yeah, I pretty much enjoyed it here, to be honest with you. Well, this marks the end of my Shropshire adventure, people. I've enjoyed all the videos, I hope you have too. I'm going to pack up now and head off. If you've enjoyed any of this, like and subscribe, catch me on another adventure, keep living the dream, and I'll see you soon.